Helps if I unmute. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Welcome on back to the stream. Hey, everybody. Happy... What is it? Hold on. Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. It's not Thursday. We normally stream on Thursday. Isn't this weird? We're early, but it is because there is no stream tomorrow. There's no stream for the next few days. I will be at FanFest after today. Well, not that it starts, but, you know, we gotta travel. Going to FanFest after today. That's the point. We're traveling tomorrow. So yeah, stream of the week. I wanted to stream yesterday, but I was like, pack. I gotta do some other stuff too. I'm like, shit. Being adult be hard. That's the hard life right there. Alright, so we are going to play some more Final Fantasy 16. Are you guys excited? I hope you're excited. I'm gonna pretend that Neoneka was so excited that he popped in early before I even actually started up the stream while I was still trying to get the sound to work again, because I don't know, for some reason computer like to change default sound settings sometimes after I put it to sleep or turn it off, and then it's like, hey, this other setting, this other device, this is now the new default sound setting, and I'm like, no, that messes up everything, stop it. Yeah, that's been a thing. Anyway, welcome on back. Hope everyone's week is going well. Hope some other people out there, some other of you lovely people are looking forward and will be at FanFest. I'll be there. I stick out like a sore thumb. I've got reddish, pinkish hair. I'm easy to find. I'll be cosplaying. It'll be so exciting. It'll be good. It'll be good. All right. But we're not here to talk about Final Fantasy 14. We are here to talk about Final Fantasy 16. Ignoring the fact that much of the team is the same. What did we do? Last time we walked around, we talked to people. Now we're gonna go up to Sid's Solar while I adjust the volume in my headset because it's a little loud.
Don't mind me. Just taking a quick...
He's just taking a quick breather, ain't he? Oh, she's like right here. Hi, Jill.
We can keep running. Or we can walk through this door.
Hey, Sid's fun people. We're gonna go say hello to him. Sid? Hi, I'm back. Sorry, I know I flipped out earlier. Clyde's just a little whiny. Don't worry about it.
I tell myself the bustle's a blessing. There'll be time enough for quiet contemplation when I'm dead.
Sleep when I'm dead.
So,
I know how that feel.
Did you find the answers you were looking for?
You at work today. I didn't take my break.
Make of this gift, curse, or whatever it is I've been given.
Is what you make of it, dear Clive.
I am a dominant, Ifrit, and there is nothing I can do to change that.
Correct.
It is a burden I must bear until my dying day.
Spoken true. Forgiveness and in turn salvation can only begin with acceptance. It's a path we all must walk, no matter how colourful our histories.
Sid, you once told me that you wanted to build a place where people could die on their own terms.
I did.
Nice thing to
I've been
do.
thinking about that. Why not a place where people can live on their own terms?
That's so hopeful, man. I don't know if we can handle that much positivity.
Killing was all I knew. So obsessed with death that I never stopped to consider the lives of those around me. Lives that I see now were scarcely worth living. Be they bearers or beggars, most march blindly to their end, never realizing that they too deserve a choice.
God, his eyes are finally open.
And I dare not turn a blind eye to their suffering any longer.
So, atonement then, is it?
That was
Together.
the answer we found.
The only one we need.
I'll be expecting you both to pull your weight.
And we will.
A pretty hefty weight, too. The
Well,
dominance.
with a sprinkle of fire and ice, this plan of mine might just work.
Ooh, what plan? I love it. Be a good plan. Oh my god, it's the music.
What trouble are you looking to get yourself into
Thank
now?
you.
The best kind. We're going to sneak into the Imperial capital.
I'm gonna kill our mother because I think matricide is on the menu.
Another.
I'm alright with matricide. I think it's deserved in this case. Earlier. Orflam, the Holy Empire of Sunbreak. The Council of Elders in White Worm Lair. Crap, that didn't say where did it.
Our farmholds in the eastern provinces has succumbed to the blight.
Without their yield, we will be hard-pressed to fill the capital's granaries before winter.
If there is a capital by then, the black creeps closer as we speak.
And yet you do naught but bawl and bluster.
Yeah, you dumb nobles. Who is this? Hold on, should I be concerned?
Your radiance?
Oh! Are you the Emperor?
If it is fertile land the Empire acquires, we need but look south.
Why fix our own land so we could just steal somebody else's?
If you mean the
Rude.
crystalline dominions holdings, we are bound by mutual accord. Theirs is a neutral state whose borders we are sworn to respect.
Gentlemen, did we swear to see our people starve?
Well, I really do think that...
Why be respectful when it's so inconvenient? Cause I'm a villain.
The gate gates of Oriflamme buckle at the flood of those come seeking refuge from the Blight. If there is not grain enough to feed those within our walls, how, pray tell, will we feed those without?
Maybe you'd have enough grain
Instead of
if
setting
you
your
stopped
minds to
living in
riddles
such
such as
opulence. So
these.
you gotta think of that.
You lock horns with an enemy from across the sea, sending our soldiers to the slaughter in their thousands. The Empire bleeds, and you sit here prattling like crones in a tea house. And you fancy yourselves leaders of men.
Garble, garble, garble.
Sanbreque is naught without her citizens. We are but their servants. If their land is being wrested away, it is our duty to claim new lands.
I don't think
for them.
that's the way that works. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to
Radiance.
fix your own shit.
You cannot mean a war of conquest.
That is exactly what I mean.
Taking the
It
lazy
is
man's
time
way
we
out.
expanded our dominion. This is the will of great Grieger.
Bullshit.
There will be uproar. Then we must find a way to distract the citizenry.
God, I hate old people sometimes.
Shall we raise the first?
All leadership people like this.
With the Dalmeks.
I will not keep you. You all have much to do.
Hate you, sir. Why solve problems when I can just take over somebody else's land who already sold theirs or doesn't have any yet? And then once I've sold their lands too, I'll go after more. It's a
Where's my
never-ending
son?
cycle until the whole world's
The Lord Prince
destroyed.
is currently garrisoned at the Strait of Author. If it please you, I can send word requesting his immediate return to the Holy Capital.
That won't be necessary. Tell him instead to see to his wounds. Bahamut's strength will be needed again soon.
Definitely various
As you
references to real-life situations here. Crap, I should have active lord that. I'm not used to it. Hold on. Hold on. Dead Hideaway. Hold on. While survival in the Deadlands is widely considered impossible, a combination of near indestructible fallen ruins, yada yada. Selection of a safe haven where those who rally to their leader's cause are only just able to eke out. Yeah, that's nothing new. Sedelphus. Nope, that's nothing new. Sprung up around each other. Yeah, I don't think there's anything new here. I should have done this
I
earlier.
must have misheard. You mean to tell me that the mother crystals are the reason the world is dying?
I mean, they're probably sucking up too much
Are you
aether.
mad?
I have been called that on occasion, but no, not today. We've all seen it firsthand.
The aether's unbalanced.
Empty
I believe
wastes where once were green meadows. Land drained so dry of its ether, not even the rats remained. But where was it all going? I spent years searching for an answer until I saw it standing right in front of me. There, in the self-same crystals we look to for their so-called blessing. All right, listen. Take this crystal. How does it allow us to conjure magics? Answer, by drawing ambient ether from the air.
I'm with you.
Where do these crystals come from?
Mother crystal.
That's easy. They're mine from the mother crystals.
They're one and the same. Although admittedly this here fits more easily in the pocket.
But the mother crystals are massive. Some as large as mountains.
So you see the problem. Imagine just how much ether can be drawn by something that size.
Will we break them apart and
As to
set the
where it's
aether
on
free?
your mind, well, I can't know everything, can I?
We are taught that the mother crystals are divine. Their ether a gift from the heavens.
It's like doing the thing with the Eden and the
For centuries,
empty.
nations have fought and fallen for want of that gift. If what you say is true, how did no one else see it?
This happens slowly over time.
Maybe the truth was inconvenient.
Yeah, that too.
Inconvenient to whom, exactly?
people living in the now because they're just like, it's the future's problem. We don't give a fuck.
The higher-ups? The gods themselves?
So now you want to do something about the crystals. And what? We're not helping bearers and dominants anymore.
No, we helped them along the way.
I made a promise and I intend to keep it. But if we continue down this path, there's only one fate that awaits the realm.
Gotta help everyone. It's not gonna do anyone any good if the land's dead.
Well, set our people free. If they're all lying dead in a blighted
Exactly.
ditch. Not if we want to create a place where they can live on their own terms anyway. Sort of defeats the purpose.
It does.
So, if we have to bring the old world crashing down in order to build us a new one, what say you? Are you with me?
Fight for equality, reset the world. Sure.
I suppose it's about time I repaid your faith.
You could have just said aye.
Nah, we stabby stab.
But it's nice to have you aboard all the same.
Thanks, Gov.
What have I got myself into? I'm going to need more than a few potions for this.
Perhaps.
If everything we were taught about the Mother Crystals was a lie, then what else might we have been deceived about?
Oh, I don't know. Probably the biggest one that bearers are less than. People who can use magic are inferior to normies.
I'll give you two a moment to sort out your kit. It's a long walk to Oriflamme. I wouldn't want you keeling over on the way.
Thank you. Appreciated. Hey, Darjeelingling, how's it going? Thank you for the Momo Pyramid. Momo is a lovely boy. I'm seeing some side questies here. How's your porridge? I had porridge for dinner. Quite good.
There's work enough here for 100, and not nearly enough able bodies to see it all done. The Hideaway is lucky to have you and Jill.
Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome.
We're low on gig and toad oil and curial greens. Should I put an order in with Lady Karen?
What are these? Lick and more licking. You know what you don't have? The Chirico lick. You know why? Because he costs $10. He's a very posh boy. Alright, where's that other quest? This way?
The reports from Eastpool are disturbing.
Yes.
We knew the Viceroy had no love for her subjects, but to order the slaughter of an entire village.
Yeah, she's kind of a bee. Hello, how can I help you, Glenn? Courier?
The letter? No, 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 no. Oh, please, no.
Oh, you sound like you're having a time, mate.
You've lost a letter. Nothing too important, I hope.
Not just a letter. I lost everything. There's a hole in my damn pack, and fool that I am, I didn't bloody notice.
Oh, yeah, that's
It
rather
can't be that bad,
inconvenient.
surely.
How could it be any worse? I'm a courier. I carry things. If I can't do my job right, then what am I good for? Nothing, that's what. I buggered it right up. That means no herbs for the infirmary, and no fresh meat for our cooking pots.
Ah.
Worst of all,
How did you not notice that stuff
letter
fall
I
out?
lost
Like, that's a weight difference.
for Sid. A letter he's been waiting on for days.
Oh no.
Maybe if you retrace your steps.
I'd scour Storm from coast to coast if I could, but there are curse breakers in the field, counting on my arrival.
Okay,
No.
well,
I'll just have to own up to Otto and Sid.
I mean, where were you?
They're gonna skin me alive.
I can go look. Offer to search. Yeah, I'll go look. I'll be in trouble if I don't.
Fine. Tell me where to look.
Are you serious? Thank you.
It
Welcome.
sounds like the Hideaway could use those supplies. So, where should I start?
Gotan's bales, perhaps? I took a tumble in the bushes when I was passing through. There's a chance my pack might have caught on something. If you can find everything I dropped, you'll be doing us all a favor.
Okay, my question though.
And if you can find Sid's letter, you'll be saving my life.
Yeah, like that could slip
If
out.
it's there,
But
I'll find it.
Wonderful. Now, I have to run if I'm to make my next delivery in time. I trust you can find your way to Gotan's bales. Oh, and hurry, will you? Sid doesn't like to be kept waiting.
doesn't know he's waiting on me though, so you know. Anyway.
Sure he doesn't.
Alright, so my question. The herbs is one thing, the letter is another thing, but the meat. The meat's weighty.
Won't last very long out in the elements. I should make for Sambrek as soon as I can.
Especially meat that is used for supplies. I would imagine that's got a bit of heft to it. How do you not notice that you dropped it? I have questions for you, young man.
Wanted to send a message.
Who's sending a message? Stuff going on. That's okay, let's do the side quest first and then we'll snoop.
He's never this late. I can't
More-
help but fear the worst.
First a courier and now a postmaster. What's going on here?
Where are you, Randall?
Randall.
Is everything all right?
Forgive me, young man. I was in a world of my own.
I did say
I'm
that,
worried
yes.
about my friend, you see. He left some time ago and hasn't returned. And you know what it's like out there for a bearer on his own.
Why leave the safety of the hideaway?
For coin. Sad though it is, our need outweighs the risk. The hideaway can't survive on goodwill alone. And though Karen does what she can, her coffers aren't bottomless.
Neither are mine, and I'm supporting her business.
You were a soldier, were you not? In the Imperial Army?
Maybe.
I was.
Then I ask a favour of you. I'm too old to be traipsing hither and yon. Will you go and find him for me?
Sure, what's he look like?
I'll do what I can.
Oh, thank you.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Randall, and I suspect you'll find him in Lost Wing. He's been working for Quinton, the tavern keeper.
Ah, I know
He'll
Quinton.
something, I'm sure.
I'll speak to him.
Safe travels, my friend. And thank you again.
Sure, sure. Needs of the many. Alright. Alright, righting wrongs, still reeling from the atrocity they witnessed at Eastpool, one ordered by none other than Clive's own mother, the Empress Annabella. Clive and Jill returned to the hideaway to consult with Sid as to what might be done. Red Letter Day, a courier at the hideaway asked Clive to find some goods he lost, including an important letter for Sid. And the needs of the many. An old man at the hideaway asked Clive to find his friend Randall, who went to Lost Wing to work and hasn't come back.
Randall went off to Lost Wing on a job. Portrait, I believe. I expect the tavern keeper will know more.
Sure. Alright, let's go. Ooh. That's quite a bit of arrows. Markers? Not arrows. What am I saying?
The courier said his pack might have split while he was passing through the bales. I better keep my eyes open.
Leave a sack. How do you not notice you dropped
Good.
this much stuff?
Looks like I'm in the right area.
Hello?
More of the lost supplies.
Come on.
could have fit much more in his pack. Still no sign of Sid's letter, though. We've come this far. Might as well ask around.
I don't know, there's kind of another marker way over yonder.
A little overdressed to be picking grapes, aren't you? Are you here for Master Quentin?
I'm looking for
nice
a letter
looking
someone
grapes.
dropped nearby. I don't suppose you've seen it.
Can't say I have, sorry.
Well, if you do...
Wait, I did pass a dog with something in its mouth a little while back. Could have been a piece of paper. No idea if it was your letter, but you never know.
Which way did it go?
Towards Lost Wing. Seemed well looked after to me. Dare say someone there's been feeding it.
To the village, then. Thank you.
Grapes, you say? Are indeed grapes. Look how nice those grapes are. Ah, now I see what they were talking about in the memes. I'm on Twitter. People post things. I try not to look at spoilers, but grapes was the topic that came up.
It's looking to be a fine harvest this year.
Nice. I just know, okay, gotta go around like a reasonable, normal person, not trying to break the knees and go crunch. Got it.
Back are you? Did Master Quentin summon you?
No, not this time.
The shad's all salted and smoked, but it'll be an age before the stink's gone from the stirrups.
Like, where am I looking for? Yes. Oh, don't go with the letter. Hello.
It seems we have our culprit. Sorry, boy.
You taking that?
Someone's waiting for this. He's waited long enough already.
I know.
Hopefully this will keep our career out of trouble.
Wait, but what's the last one over there? Oh wait, that's the other quest. Got it. Okay. Like, hold on, I have 2 quests.
You'll find naught but the humble dwellings of our good citizens down here, both bearer and otherwise. And there are some who might not appreciate an outsider poking his nose in.
Excuse you, I'm friendly? I need to go down into the cellars. How do I get down? How might one go downstairs? Oh, that way.
So it took a tilt between the Wardens of Light and Dark to finally drive the Royalists from our shores.
Maybe.
Pity it came at such a price. They say the fields of Belenus were black a full fortnight with all the ravens.
Both the Raven Nevermore. Hi, Quentin, buddy.
Ah, if it isn't Sid's young protege. To what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm looking
for a
for
bearer called Randall. I hear he's been coming to you for work. He was expected back at the hideaway some time ago. A friend of his asked me to check on him.
Randall, you say? The porter? Yes, I know him. And I can't say I'm surprised if he has been delayed. I gave him enough to do. Though, thinking about it, he should probably have been back by now.
I'll go and look for him. Where was he headed?
He was to meet an associate of mine to the south of here, on Lorbert's Pass. I do hope nothing's happened to him. Be sure to let me know, Clive.
Will do. Alright, I gotta go find a lost boy.
How many have I had? wait, I don't want to know.
That dude's knackered. Excuse me, Martin.
Another cup, Teddy.
No.
There'll be none left for me.
I'm going.
Sun's setting fast. Hello.
Where am I going? Seem right? Maybe. No? I think I want to be upstairs. Hey? How that way? Hello.
I heard from a couple of the bearers what you did to them royalists over at the care.
You're welcome.
Glad you're on our side.
I mean, you know, shit happens. Northern Valley, eh? Skill, okay. Why do I even look for items? Get like nothing. It is nice to like fight shit, but have items is like, unless it's potions. I guess I do need crafting materials. Hello, Mr. Randall. Oh, hello. What's up?
You all right?
The hanged man. Thank the gods. You're one of us.
Yes, maybe.
We were attacked. Beastmen on the road.
There's beastmen.
Randall knew he didn't play the hero, but the sod insisted on drawing him off.
Where did this happen?
Further down the road. In the clearing. Please. You have to see that he's safe.
I'll do what I can. You go back to Lost Wing and tell Quentin what happened.
We're not allowed to say beastmen anymore.
Clearing where we were attacked. It's not far from here. Go! Find Randall.
Alright, I'm going. Go save a boy. So I try to remember the controls again.
Goblins. Why am I not surprised?
Sick of Toggle. Give them what we've got.
Light him up. Can't see what's going on, but that's okay.
Sick of Toggle. There, boy. Get him.
Whoa.
Get him, boy. There, boy. Sick of Toggle.
Ow. Oh, I'll get limit break. Let's do it.
Sick of Toggle. Get him, boy.
Torgal. You know what to do, boy. Get him. Get him, boy. Sick him, Torgal. Get him. Garuda, lend me over here. Sick him,
That'll do. Violence. 420. Bone necklace. Very little rhyme and even less reason went into the creation of this ghastly neck ornament. The bones strung along its crude twine, most likely belonging to those unfortunate to meet its maker. Gotta pet the doggo. The boy. Oh. Good puppo. Alright, what do we got? What are we working with here? Abilities. What do I need to already learned that. Okay. Oh, we learned Will o' the Wisps too. Oh, and Limit Break. Okay. Learned all of our... so let's equip another one, because we've tried one. Oh gosh, I hit the wrong button. Alright, so we've tried Ignition. Kind of a charge. Let's try Will o' the Wisps. Summon a storm of fireballs that circle around Clive, damaging nearby targets. Ooh, I like that. Absorbs damage. Sounds fun. Right. 600 will let us upgrade that if we... I guess we gotta go examine a boy's body. Oh. Poor Randall.
Sorry, Randall. Looks like I was too late. He doesn't deserve to rot by the roadside. I'll speak to Quentin.
First, what's over this way? Karen Orphan. I'm gonna have a look-see around. Ooh. Tiny stuff in there. Hold up. I think there's more.
Mistakes.
These things are weak. Nothing over here? Stoggos. Gonna go look around some more. I have a need to explore everything, okay? All the free shit I can pick up. Not that it matters much, but still fun. Very much inconsequential.
Sick of Torgal, that's enough.
What are we going at? Right there? Oh, I recognize this now. Yeah, we've definitely been this way. Alright.
You know what to do, boy. Sick of Torgal, it's over.
I want to look over there because I don't know if I've been this particular direction. I don't need to cross the bridge. I recognize this now, but like, have I been back here?
Get him. Sick of Torgal. Get him, boy. There, boy.
Nice. Okay. Nothing in the corner, seems like. What's this? Chronolith. What do you do? What do those things even do? Well, now I've got it on the map, so I've clearly not been back here before. So, you know, arguably worth the trip. I really need to go in there again. I guess it doesn't hurt to look. Oh. This. Let me jump. Okay. That'll do. I'll take that.
Get him. There, boy.
So ugly nasties. I just want to do this for fun. There's absolutely no reason to. That was completely unnecessary. I just wanted to do it. I think we have now seen all that there is to see. Here's a wall. Much too interesting. Rocks. More rocks. I think we're good. Let's run on back. Actually, I guess we could probably flip back. That's a bit better.
But how did the grocer know his dog? Sun's setting fast.
Alrighty, Quentin, hello.
Ah, there you are. My man told me what happened. And? I can't help but notice you're alone.
Yeah, poor lad needs someone to go pick up his body.
Damn it. I feared as much.
He's not far from the south gate. I trust you'll do right by him.
Of course. I'll send someone right away. I knew he was brave. No, I didn't know he was reckless. Poor fool.
Bad.
Had you known him long?
A while. I liked the fact that he didn't shy away from dangerous work. and he liked what I paid.
Fair.
Because it helped keep the hideaway afloat.
I'll tell Sid what happened here. I expect he'll be none too pleased to learn of Randall's fate. And I suppose you're none too happy either. For your trouble.
But aren't I gonna go back and tell the old man? His friend who sent us here? Oh my god, that's a little fucked up.
Sorry again. You'll let me tell Sid what happened, won't you?
Okay, but what about the old man who sent us here? That's messed up, dude. Alright, back to the hideaway. Oh, hello.
Well, at least you're safe. Poor Randall.
Lord got here fast.
Damn fool. Surely his life was worth more than a handful of coin.
Yeah, I would think so. Okay, we told him ourselves, it's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but that's, you know.
Wanted to send a message.
Kick the chicken, because it's the right thing to do.
I should just own up to what Owen said.
Glenn, buddy, sir, friend.
There you are. I just got back to the hideaway and thankfully Otto hasn't seen me yet. I don't suppose you,
Found the things you dropped. I did.
I did.
I was so sure they'd be gone. And the letter?
Yeah, I got that too. I didn't even read it.
Worse for wear.
Lost supplies. Supplies intended for delivery to the hideaway by the clumsy courier Glenn. Lost on the road due to an unfortunately placed hole in his pack. Lost letter. A letter intended for delivery to the hideaway by the clumsy courier Glenn. Lost on the road due to an unfortunately placed hole in his pack. Alright, here you are.
No more skulking about in the shadows for me then.
But all you did while I was gone. You said you had other things to do.
No supplies is one thing, but if Sid had found out about that letter...
Is it about Cursebreaker business?
If only. It's from his daughter.
Oh, man's got a daughter.
She's off studying in Canver, and her letters are all that keeps Sid sane while she's away.
You never mentioned a daughter.
Well, he's a busy man. And thanks to you, he won't be wasting his time smiting careless couriers with levin bolts. So I'd say you did us both a service. Here, for your troubles.
Oh wait, but question.
If there's anything you're wanting from Sid, today's the day. He'll be sweet as honey once he gets his hands on this.
Okay, but question. You told me you couldn't go look for the stuff because you had to go make other deliveries. But you said just now that you were skulking about in the shadows the whole time, panicking and being worried and being like, you were basically just there the whole time. What the fuck, man? You had time to do that. You had time to go fucking look for it.
Sid may be the hardest man I know, but when it comes to his daughter, he's soft as Chocobo down. You'll be champing at the bit to get this letter.
Oh my god. Alright. We've got new shiny things to look at.
Make it quick. What's saying Fordian, do you?
Flame tongue. Ooh. If you storm cry and the fire shard and some meteorite, you can create flame tongue. With a tongue of flame spake he the words of destruction. Economaki. Book of Bryn, 1710. Yeah, I mean, like, we might as well. What else are we gonna do with it?
Not bad, if I do say so myself. Anything else?
Oh, that's all. Thank you. Alright, let's go to the Fat Chocobo.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Oh, up there. Oh, thank you, Kenneth.
Easy for him to say.
And how might this old soul be of service?
Let's take a look at the
I don't
1,000
believe
tomes.
you've read this particular chapter before.
Yay, he upgraded his tomes. We're now an extant encyclopedia!
Find for you today.
Gotten smarter. The Continental Accord. An international pact made at the dawn of the present era, in which such matters as the treatment of bearers and the establishment of a realm-wide currency were laid out. It formed the basis of much of Valisthean society as it stands today, including the branding of bearers and their status as non-persons. Fucking rude. Set this shit on fire. It also put into place a universal calendar, marking a symbolic fresh start for mankind, albeit one which puts magic users at a crippling disadvantage. The founder! Fear and uncertainty reigned in those early years following the sins of Zemeckis. Zemeckis? I don't know. Not wanting to further incur the wrath of the heavens, the few who survived the fall took to wandering the land, spurning magic and staying to the shadows. And so they lived for decades. One man, however, grew tired of this life, if it could be called that, and after bidding his companions farewell, climbed a grassy knoll overlooking a forest of beech and alder. Here he gathered a pile of rubble and used it to build a humble shelter, in which he spent the night. The next morning, however, instead of abandoning his work, as was his people's wont, he gathered more rocks, adding to the structure until the shelter had become a shack. This he continued for days, weeks, until the shack had become a home. At first, those few wanderers who passed the knoll would shun him, cursing the man under their breath for his hubris. But as his estate grew and one building became two, 3, the people began to slow their steps, and it was not long before some took to joining him on that knoll, gathering stones, building new lives, new destinies. This they did without magics or machines, without boon or blessing. They relied on naught but their hands, their backs, their wills, each other. And slowly each house gave way to the village, village to town, and town to nation. The man would one day die, as all men do, but those who remained continued his legacy, expanded upon it. And though his name was eventually forgotten, the spirit lives on this day in the hearts of all Rosarians. Legend of the Founder, Moss the Chronicler. Ooh, that's the history of Rosaria. Which, doesn't really exist anymore, but, cool. Neat.
What subject shall we consider today?
Oh, there's more. Alright, we've got to look at everything with a red, I suppose. Leader of the Hideaway and Dominant of Ramu, Warden of Thunder, in his quest to create a world where bearers and dominants can die on their own terms, he unearthed a shocking truth, that the Mother Crystals were the cause of all-consuming blight. He makes plans to see the Mothers fall, that Valisthea and her people might be saved. Mother Crystals. Though the people of Valisthea rely on the crystal mine from these mountains in their everyday lives, and flock to the aether-rich lands around them in pursuit of their blessing, Sid posits that it is, in fact, the Mother Crystals and their ability to draw aether from the earth that is the reason for the Deadlands' advance. They're the oldest and most powerful of primals. The few who learn the truth are hunted down by those in positions of power, those whose power rests on their control of this crucial resource. Alright, Holy Empire of Sanbreque, a nation occupying the northeastern reaches of the continent of Storm, with the great city of Orflam as its capital. Sanbreque is the realm's largest theocracy, and home to the Mother Crystal Drake's head. The empire is ruled by the Holy Emperor, the one true goddess made flesh, according to the Gregorian faith, who is served unquestioningly by sworn knights of the Blessed Dragon, known more commonly as the Dragoons. It's Ishgard. We all know it's Ishgard. It's just like Ishgard and Garlem all combined together, like squish. Drake's Head, a mother crystal situated on the Sea of Grace in the northern Sanbreque. Drake's Head towers over the holy capital of Orflam. Oh, that's what that giant-ass crystal is. Got it. Okay. That makes sense. I don't know why I didn't think about that. its mighty form a testament to the power and permanence of the Empire. However, mysterious aether floods and the specter of the ever-encroaching blight have led some in power to call that permanence into question. Sylvester Lesage, Emperor of the Holy Empire of Sanbreque, who won his throne at least partly by virtue of his son, Dion, having awakened as the dominant of Bahamut. See. Dion Lesage, firstborn son of and loyal subject of the Emperor Sylvester, ruler of the Holy Empire Sanbreque, as well as the leader of the Empire's most elite fighting force, the Dragoons. Dion is also dominant of Bahamut, Warden of Light. Oh, Bahamut is light in this situation. I see. Interesting. What's dark? Odin? Yeah, that has to be. It's Phoenix. Was there a Leviathan? I still don't know. You'd think there'd be water, right? And has oft been called upon to summon his icon in defense of his countrymen. Most recently in the year of the realm 873, when Odin took to the field against them in the Battle of Valisthea. Oh, I think we're good here. The High Cardinal. First and foremost of the 5 cardinals who make up the Council of Elders, second only to the Holy Emperor and the Imperial Government. It is his role to lead the Council in governing Sanbreque in the Emperor's stead, and providing the latter does not overrule his decisions, his authority is absolute. Alright, persons of interest. Oh, there's a ton. We're gonna be reading for a bit. I'm gonna just let that ad play, because you're not missing story. You're just missing me reading shit and learning lore, and that's fine. Only a little bit. We'll be okay. Alright, Clive. Imperial bearer turned deserter, yada yada yada, anxious to atone for his crimes. And filled with righteous anger after witnessing the massacre at Eastpool, he pledges himself to Cid's cause to free all of Valisthea from its bonds, not only those between bearer and master, but those between man and Mother Crystal. Jill Awoken, dominant of Sheev and Clive's childhood friend, after Clive and Cid spirited her away from the battlefield where she was being forced to fight for the Iron Blood. Jill was placed in the care of the Hideaway's talented physiker, Tarja, who nursed her back to health. Finally awake after her long period of convalescence, she sets out with Clive to discover the truth of their past. Ambrosia, Clive's personal steed. During the attack on Phoenix Gate, she raced to Clive's rescue, saving him from certain death at the cost of an eye. Price she gladly paid. Wait, where is she? Barnabas Thalmer, king of Walud and a dominant of Odin, the Warden of Darkness, at the Battle of Valisthea, not only took personal command of the royal army, but rode into the fray himself, galloping through the air atop his six-legged steed and goading Bahamut into a duel that shook the skies. Hugo Kupka. Kupka's awakening as the dominant of the icon Titan thrust him into the foremost. What do you influence? His greatest treasure, however, was always Benedicta Harmon. So when a servant of Walud informed him that his love had been slain by Cid, his fury toward the outlaw and his allies knew no bounds. And Benedicta was commander of Kingdom of Walud's elite intelligencers and dominant of Garuda. After Clive took her power at the Caer Norvent and the keep was set to fire, she and her comrades were forced into making a hurried retreat, only to be set upon by bandits. What was left of Benedicta's power ran amok, summoning forth a raging whirlwind within which she was at last... Summoning forth a raging whirlwind within which she was at last to lose her life at the hands of Clive Rosfield and his icon Afreet. Yeah, we kind of ripped her apart. Gav! Cid's faithful scout. The ever-agreeable fellow volunteered to follow after the dominant that Clive had been long hunting, only to find himself being hunted in turn by Imperials. As luck would have it, Clive arrived in the nick of time to save his life, forging an unbreakable bond between them. Lady Charon? One of Cid's most trusted allies, a merchant who calls the Hideaway her home with a little help from her hard-working yet long-suffering apprentice goats. She can source whatever supplies the residents of the Hideaway need, provided they are willing to pay. She wears a glass eye in her right socket. Oh, I didn't notice. Goots or goats? It's Goots. Goots! Apprentice to Charon, an ally of the Hideaway, a gentle giant who has a warm word for everyone, but is not afraid to put his foot down in the face of injustice. Goots' every moment is spent in service to his nun, and he can do little of his own accord without her express permission. There's more? What'd I miss? Oh, Kenneth. Oh, Kenneth. Chief cook at Sid's hideaway. Though the range and quantity of ingredients on offer in their hidden Deadlands home is limited at best, Kenneth finds opportunity in adversity, concocting toothsome fare from whatever happens to be at hand. Bernard, a carpenter who resides in Martha's Rest, whose speed and skill, together with the surrounding marsh waters' deleterious effects on the plains, I don't know how to say that word, and piles of the village's many bridges, keep his services in high demand. Annabella Lesage, the bitch herself, former Duchess of Rosaria, now Empress of the Holy Empire of Sanbrec, it was ever her purpose in life to preserve her phoenix-bearing bloodline, for which reason she betrayed her husband, that she might enter in league with a force she judged the mightier. Now she rules over Rosaria as vicereine of the imperial province, which she rules with a cruelty and contempt for the base-born that was unknown in Archduke Elwin's day. I hate you so much. Hannah Murdoch, wife of Rodney Murdoch, Lord Commander of the Rosarian Army. Since her marriage, she resided in the Murdoch Manor in Eastpool, remaining there even after her husband's death at Phoenix Gate. Alas, her time was also to be cut short at the hands of the villainous servants of Empress Annabella. Biased? We haven't seen him in a while. Ain't he dead? Second longest serving of the Bastards, an elite band of slave assassins in service of the Holy Empire of Sanbrec, he and his sergeant Tiamat fought alongside each other for many a year, and Bias trusted him with his life. Alas, there was little Tiamat could do to save him from the boulder that was to fall from the skies during their ill-fated mission to infiltrate the Dalmacian Republic and take the head of Shiva's dominant. Womp womp. Attendant of the Crown Prince, second in command of the Dragoons, the foremost fighting force of the Holy Empire of Sanbrec. His sword remains ever at the ready should anyone be foolish enough to make an attempt on the life of his liege lord, Prince Dion. Geralf, second in command of... Sorry, I didn't mean to bump that. Second in command of Walud's Royal Intelligencers, serving under Benedicta Harmon, killed by footpads while attempting to evacuate the stricken Benedicta from the collapsing Cara Norvent. This poor man. He tried. Moss the Chronicler, far fabled scholar of the Valisthean history and legend. Even to this day, much of the surviving knowledge of the distant antiquity of the twins issues from his quill. In his later years, his writings attracted fierce criticism in certain scholarly circles, which resulted in him removing himself from public life. What do you mean there's more? What have I not read? What do you mean there's more? Oh, attendant to Margrace. Servant of a man who goes by the name Lord Margrace. Together they travel across the twins to some unknown end. Now we got them all. Alright, lay of the land! Imperial Province of Rosaria, land comprising the western reaches of the continent of Storm, formerly known as the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. It became the Imperial Province after the annexation by the Holy Emperor of Sanbrec in the year 861. Annabella Lesage, once the Duchess of Rosaria and now Empress of Sanbrec, was granted stewardship over her former home and the title of vicereine, a role she embraced with sadistic relish. You're basically a worse Yotsuyu. You have no tragic backstory of anybody abusing you, you're just a bitch. Enacting a regime of crippling taxation and constant surveillance along with the renewed persecution of the bearer population. What the hell is your problem? Rosalith, the capital city of the Duchy of Rosaria, Rosalith Castle, seat of the Archduke, stands at the heart of the storied settlement whose marketplace teems with activity. Alas, the encroaching blight has rendered vast swaths of land to the north uninhabitable, driving refugees south in ever greater numbers and placing an unbearable strain on Rosalith's all too finite resources. House Rossfield, the highest of the noble houses of Rosaria, the dominant of the Phoenix, is always born into the Rossfield line. So it is always a Rossfield who sits upon the ducal throne. The Apoditary, a place of worship located in the depths of the Phoenix Gate, an ancient stronghold on the northwestern border of the former Duchy of Rosaria. A large mural dominates the sacred chamber, with the rite of ancestral communion, a ceremony carried out by the Duchy's dominant prior to marching into battle, was once performed. Oh my gosh, there's so much. Call loyalists those who maintain allegiance to the late Archduke Elwin and work for the revival of the fallen Duchy of Rosaria. After Rosaria was incorporated into the Empire, most swore loyalty to their new vicereine, the Empress Annabella, even more converting after they saw how those who refused to change their allegiances were persecuted. Their persecution was to only grow, culminating in the burning of Eastpool by Imperial troops on the pretext that their reluctance to surrender Rosalith's bearers to the constabulary. Oh my god, I'm tripping on my words now. Prove their disloyalty to the Holy Throne. The term had a different meaning in the time before the Imperial occupation. Rosaria was founded by the union of several small independent nations, each led by its own noble house. These houses remained powerful even after unification, sometimes leading to friction between the loyalists who argued for the Archduke's ultimate authority and the separatists who pushed for a return to autonomy. Eastpool is a hamlet located in the eastern part of the Imperial province of Rosaria. It was once surrounded by fertile farmland. Yeah, I think we've read that part before. In the aftermath of the attack on Phoenix Gate, an Ironblood invasion followed. Many fled here, including bears who had lost their masters. The majority of that population, however, was wiped out in the culling of bears ordered by Empress Annabella, and the village now lies abandoned in ruins. Purge of Eastpool was a brutal attack on the Rosarian village of Eastpool in the year 873. Annabella Lesage, Holy Empress of Sunbreck and Vicereine of Rosaria, ordered that all bears being harbored by the villagers be slaughtered, along with those ducal loyalists who had given them shelter. The ensuing massacre, Eastpool's population was effectively decimated, and ultimately, the village was abandoned. Three Reeds is an area of marshland in the eastern part of the Imperial province of Rosario, just south of Martha's Rest. Numerous shacks and hovels dotted about the swamp suggest that the area was once at least sparsely populated. However, now most lie broken and abandoned, their owners having fled for more habitable climes once the waters began to rise. Territorialization of Rosaria in the year 861, taking advantage of the discord arising from Rosaria's internal woes in the wake of the Night of Flames, the Ironbloods launched an attack that inflicted devastating losses on an already crippled nation, robbing it of what little power remained. Later that same year, Sunbreck stepped in and forced the once proud duchy to submit to one final humiliation by becoming a vassal state of the Empire, just as Duchess Annabella and her imperial conspirators had planned. Nope, read that already. Oriflamme's the capital of the whole, I think we read this, including White Worm Castle, seat of the Holy Emperor, and the meeting place of the Cardinals. Yep, we're pretty sure we read that. White Worm Castle is the towering citadel from which the Holy Emperor of Sunbreck rules over the entirety of his demesne? I don't... Words. With the Mother Crystal rising above it and the imperial capital of Oriflamme spread out below, this ivory edifice is truly a wonder to behold, and sign of too much opulence. The Council of Elders, advisors to the Holy Emperor of Sunbreck and the highest body of government in the Empire. The council consists of 5 cardinals of the Gregorian Church who are intended to rule in the Emperor's stead. The Emperor, meanwhile, is expected to serve as a constitutional monarch, but there's little to prevent one who wishes to impose their will upon the council from playing a more autocratic role. The 5 cardinals are the senior statesmen that make up the highest office of the government in Sunbreck after the Emperor himself, the Council of Elders. The council is comprised of the High Cardinal, representative of the central Sunbreck, and the holy capital of Oriflamme, and the 4 cardinals who administer the outer provinces, the northern, southern, eastern, and western seas. Vice-regencies. After the incorporation of Rosario into the Empire, Emperor Sylvester elected not to rule the new province directly, but to make of it a vice-regency with Rosalith as its provincial capital. Dude's lazy. He's like, that's too much work. Let him figure it out. Lost Wings, a settlement in central Sunbreck, having initially found prosperity as a stopover point. Yep, that's the same. Presently, its obscurity serves as a mask to cover its burgeoning status as a safe haven for bearers who work the nearby vineyards for Quintin, Elderman, and co-conspirator of Sids, while casks of Galtland Rouge aged in Lost Wings cellars provide the village with much-needed income. Hanged Man, Quintin's tavern in Lost Wing. It is very much the beating heart of the village. Not only do villagers congregate here to eat, drink, and make merry, it is also frequented by traveling traders, seeking to load their wagons with Lost Wing's famous... There is so much that I didn't read, apparently. Battle of Balanis Tor was a conflict fought between the Holy Empire of Sanbreque and the Kingdom of Waloed in the year 873. Having lost vital territory to Sanbrequois forces 8 years earlier in the Battle of the Twin Realms, the Waloeders launched an assault on the eponymous peak, looking to regain a foothold in the Imperial lands on the opposite side of the Strait of Altha. Both sides fielded their Acons, and in the ensuing showdown between Odin and Bahamut, an entire Sanbrequois legion was lost, and the Waloeders regained their outpost on Storm. Norvent Valley is an expansive river that cuts through southern central Sanbreque. The fortress of Caer Norvent rises along its eastern edge. Yes, we're there. Orbella Downs is a southwestern Sanbreque. Where the Great Wood ends lie the secluded meadows of Orbel. Here, the soil is rich in climate temperature, while its sloped terrain provides ample runoff for rain, making the location perfect for growing of wine grapes, something the residents of nearby Lostwing take very seriously. The Breadbasket's a region overlooking the Strait of Altha in the eastern part of Sanbreque. The bounty provided by its rich soil fed the Empire for generations until the ever-encroaching blight intervened, displacing thousands in the process, a disturbance which played no small part in the troubles that were later to engulf the Imperial capital. The Dalmekian Republic, nation formed of the Federation of 5 smaller states, located in southern half, capital of Randale, home to the Mother Crystal known as Drake's Fang, Castle Dazbog, home of Hugo Kupka. Okay. He's Dalmekian. Got it. The Boiling Crusade, a surprise attack launched by the Iron Kingdom on the Duchy of Rosaria in the year 860. Rosaria was critically weakened at the time, having lost Archduke Elwin Rosfield and been plunged into chaos in the aftermath of the attack on Phoenix Gate. The Ironblood unleashed a wave of murderous destruction on the Rosarians and returned home with a human spoils in the form of countless young women and children, Jill Warwick among them. Crystalline Dominion is a tiny independent state straddling the continents of Storm and Ash. Its capital, Twinside, is built on the tiny Isles of Ark, from which its mother crystal, Drake's Tail, rises. The lack of a dominant has seen the Dominion become the subject of constant maneuvering over the years, both political and military, and it was only through the recent convening of a Council of All Nations that a non-aggression treaty towards the neutral body was forged, and a tenuous stability among centuries-old rivals achieved. Hold up. Gotta plug the controller in. Bandits! Those who make their coin by stealing from others or from their corpses. Banditry is outlawed in every corner of the realm, so those who turn to it must make their beds far from the eyes of the constabulary, often setting up camp in abandoned villages. Some brigands will elect abandoned small armies that together they might have the strength to make raids upon towns and villages in search of the food and funds they need to survive. Yep, that sounds pretty bandit-y. Strait of Altha is the narrow channel to the north of the Crystalline Dominion that separates the continents of Storm and Ash. With Sanbreque to the west, Waloed to the east, and the Dominion to the south, its shores are never short of soldiers or political tension. The Northern Territories are a bitterly cold region in the northern reaches of the continent of Storm. Sounds like Ishgard, home to the Mother Crystal known as Drake's Eye. Small nations sprang up, nations whose belligerence proved troublesome for Rosaria over the centuries. Mother Crystal's power dwindled, and with it the power of these warlike nations. With the blight encroaching on their territory ever more, the remaining tribes were united and pacified by Archduke Elwin Rosfield of Rosaria in the year 854. The Gregorian Church is the state religion of the Holy Empire of Sanbreque, whose followers worship the goddess Gregor as the one true deity. At the church's head stands the Holy Emperor, voted into office by his fellow cardinals, and supposedly their equal, though this is widely recognized to be a convenient fiction. Followers of Gregor worship dragons as sacred servants of their goddess, and since the founding days of the Empire have both doted and depended upon them. It's Helone and the Dragoons. Why is there more? What could there possibly be more of to read? What did I miss? I thought I got all of them. Are you I missed this page entirely. Royal Knights of Waloed! The Kingdom of Waloed's main battlefield forces, also known as the Kingsguard, while they ultimately answer to King Barnabas. The Knights' orders are usually issued by their Lord Commander, the Royal Intelligencers. A special unit led by Benedicta Harmon, dominant of Garuda, are a notable exception to this rule, reporting as they do directly to the king. Royal Intelligencers, yep, elite, and we already know that. Unlike Waloed's main battle forces, whose orders are usually issued by their Lord Commander, the intelligence report directly to the king, or at least they did until their dissolution In the aftermath of Sid and Clive's surprise attack on Kara Norvin, they're dead now. Dallin, not to be confused with Danelon, is a mining settlement in the southern part of the continent of Ash. It is known for the adamantite it produces, a resource highly prized for its unrivaled durability. But this is both a blessing and a curse, leading as it has to repeated attacks by marauding orcs over the years. Though previously well protected, the encroachment of the Blight has seen citizens deserting in their droves, leaving the town ever more vulnerable to attack. Alright. Mysteries of the Realm. Want me to read more? A lot of this is the same. That's what's kind of like the irritating part of this. It's like, you make me read through the same info before I get to the new info, and I'm like, this sounds so familiar. And it's like, yeah, because the new stuff's at the end. Yeah, like, look at this. Okay. Transform any moment. I should just do that. There's only ever one dominant for each icon. A new dominant only awakening after the previous one dies. Some awaken at birth, while others are chosen later in life. But once one is chosen, one's life changes forever. There. Alright. They're enslaved and branded with the mark on their cheek that leads some to call them by the pejorative moniker branded. Though their powers do not begin to approach those of the almighty dominance, they too suffer from the crystal's curse, gradually turning to stone over a lifetime of channeling aether for others. Fucking rude. Branded soldiers. To stimulate the urge to flee, the penalty for a desertion is death, and soldiers are encouraged to keep a close watch on each other to prevent others from doing so. The brand upon a soldier's cheek presenting an additional obstacle, and so most follow their orders, turning steadily to stone with each draw on the aether. To lose one's life to the curse being lauded as a hero's death. Fucking rude. Liberation of bearers, that which Sid and his allies strive to do, save bearers from slavery. To this end, they gather information about masters who most mistreat their property. They might focus their rescue efforts on those most in need. Freed bearers are brought back to the safety of the hideaway, and though many are unsure what to do with their newfound freedom, a combination of a warm welcome, warm food, and a warm bed helps to calm their cares. Branded is a common pejorative term for bearers marked with a brand. Newborn babes are tested at birth, and those found of a knack are branded on the cheek and taken into custody of the state. I hate that so much. Alright, mark applied to the cheeks of the bearers across Valisthea, identifying them as something other than human. Newborn babes are checked at birth. Yeah, that's just read. Early bearers evade this test, either because their parents hide them, the testers are lax in their duties, or their powers do not awaken until later. Yet most do not remain unbranded for long. Fallen is an ancient, yet highly advanced civilization whose relics, said to be the remains of airships that once soared through the skies, can be found across the length and breadth of Valisthea. Sid's hideaway is but one of many settlements to take a fallen ruin as its foundation. That's huge. Taking advantage of the sturdiness of the ceramics, which are stronger than steel. They are not, however, immune to the passage of time, and so the hideaway is in need of constant repairs. Legend has it that the people of the Fallen once sailed through the skies in the bellies of these ships, though all now lie shattered and silent on the surface below. The town of Lostwing is built around such a ruin. Art stone is a mysterious ceramic tablet that stands in the hideaway, of a similar construction to other relics of the Fallen, yet seemingly not a part of the airship proper. Its imposing appearance suggests some important function that has been lost to time. Whatever strange secrets lie within it, it seems to react to Clive's presence and urges him to unlock his hidden potential. Obelisk. Well, those things we saw that don't do anything kind of look like the art stone. Obelisks are ancient relics found across Valisthea. Their construction closely resembles the airships of the Fallen, but unlike them, they do not appear to have fallen from the sky. Rather, these have stood in place since time immemorial. They illuminate when Clive approaches, though for what reason it is unknown. After once being lit, they continue to shine with the same blue glow night and day, making them ideal for use as waypoints. Rosarian National Anthem, perhaps the most beloved ditty in the duchy. The Rosarian National Anthem was written for the occasion of the new nation's founding and is filled with patriotic imagery of rolling meadows, rising flames, and stirring song. It was oft heard raising the rafters of the ducal alehouses, particularly close to closing time, where disputes over the lyrics to the less practiced third verse would occasionally end in fisticuffs. That's funny. I actually like that one. Ancient mural is a wall painting found in the depths of the I don't fucking know, under the Phoenix Gate. Who created it and what who created it and for what purpose is unknown, but the celestial being in the center suggests some connection to a lost long religion. Yep, that definitely looks something. Echoes are strange clockwork constructs often encountered in fallen ruins. The question of whether or not they are truly alive is open to debate, as they do not appear to require water, nor do they feed on the flesh of their victims as beasts do, and seemingly exist solely to protect their habitat from intruders. All echoes are encased in protective plating that is made from the same material as the ruins, and thus cannot be destroyed, though repeated blows will cause individual plates to dislodge, eventually causing the entire construct to collapse on itself. Ultima's thralls, twisted glowing blue creatures that awaited Clive and Jill deep within Phoenix Gate to try and prevent them from gaining the innermost recesses of the apothecary. Hold up. That could be Ultima. It could be. I don't know what Ultima looks like in this game. Still fetters. Restraining device for bearers and dominance that uses precisely arranged and activated shards of crystal to disrupt the flow of aether through their flesh, thus preventing them from priming or casting magics. So valuable are the materials from which they are made, and so rare the skill required to craft them, there are very few specimens in existence, and they are only employed when absolutely necessary. Jerry, Bahamut, Warden of Light, whose power dwells within Dion the Sage, Prince of Sunbreck. In the Holy Empire, the Gregorian faith holds dragons to be sacred creatures, and Bahamut the most sacred of them all. Because of this, as well as the protection it grants them, the icon is loved and revered by the imperial populace. Checks out. Minotaurs are towering beastmen that combine the heads of oxen with bodies eerily human. Minotaurs are abnormally aggressive, a trait that suggests that little man remains within the beast, and roam the grassy meadows of Rosaria, doling out violence seemingly indiscriminately with their crude yet massive clubs. Despite the obvious danger, however, hunters still actively seek out these menaces for their lustrous manes, which often command exorbitant prices at market. Vampire thorns, while most flora is thought of as stationary, roots binding them to the soil upon which their matron seed first fell, there are some species which have an uncanny capacity for locomotion. Species such as Northern Storm's vampire thorn. Instead of drawing nutriment from the earth, these pitcher-like plants hide themselves in the undergrowth where they wait for prey to happily stumble by, at which time they rush out, emitting a foul cloud of mind-numbing pollen and vicious sap to disorient the victim while they strike and strangulate it with a pair of frighteningly long vines. God, there's so much bestiary to read. It's okay, once we get through it, there'll be so much less to read in the future. We just gotta get through it. Most commonly found in the woodlands of Rosaria and western Sunbreck, hornets are often mistaken for birds due to their prodigious size. This mistake, however, can prove deadly, for the overgrown insects are extremely territorial and highly aggressive, and will attack aught that might venture near their hive, using stingers laden with a poison potent enough to subdue creatures as large as a wyvern. Black widows are gross. They are spiders. Unlike many arachnids which use gossamer webbing to ensnare their victims, black widows prefer instead to cling silently to trees and cliffs and await the passing of an animal below, which time they leap down and assault their prey with hooked limb and caustic spit. They prefer dark, cool environs and are, as such, are rarely seen in Valisthea's southern deserts. Wolves, individually lacking in both strength and speed to subdue prey of any considerable size, wolves will instead hunt in packs, communicating amongst one another as men might, so as to overwhelm their victims, and while forever wary of other creatures, some breeds have been found to be more willing to form bonds with humankind, and thus can be found everywhere from traveling menageries to the elite infantry units in Imperial Army. Following rumors of children being mauled by wolves, the duchy ordered a mass culling of the beasts, which saw their numbers from Rosaria reduced to almost none. Raptors look like birds. They got beaks, look at them. Though still widely believed by the common folk of Sunbreck to be descendants of dragons. That's funny. On account of their leathery wings, meagerness of plumage, and distinct ability to spit fire, learned scholars have long since concluded that these deceptively reptilian creatures are none other than birds of prey, which, over countless centuries of hunting creatures on the ground, have simply lost their capacity for flight. Prey claws, found mostly in and around lakes and the rivers of Sunbreck and Rosaria. Deadly predators are equipped with scissor-like pincers with which to dismember and eviscerate their prey. Lovely. If that were not enough, the creatures take in the water from their habitat to create highly corrosive juices in their bellies, which they then spit onto the victim's flesh to soften it, making it easier to consume. Gross. Megalo crabs, making a habitat of waters both fresh and brackish. These goodly crustaceans spend most of their time buried in the mud, where they warm their sanguine humors as they wait for a potential meal to wander by. Since the time of the founder, the people of the Rosaria have hunted megalo crab for its sweet, succulent flesh and creamy tomali, the species having long been known amongst the small folk as fire crab, and for the bright red color and phoenix-like patterns which emerge on the shells after boiling. Delicious. Antelopes are large herbivorous creatures, herbivorous creature found mainly on Storm. Distinctive elaborate antlers, long sinuous limbs, leap gracefully in the air, attacks with its antlers and rear legs. Many hunters prepared to face such dangers nonetheless in order to acquire the lustrous supple pelts for which these noble beasts are famed. Also, they're delicious. Bighorns are found to graze primarily in the emerald meadows of Rosaria and the windswept savannas of Dalmekia. Bighorns are easily recognized by the eponymous growths, the length of which can oft exceed several score hands and that jut sideways from their crowns. Horns, as well as their hardening hides, are prized throughout Valisthea and can be bought and sold at marketplaces all over the realm. Caution over is recommended when hunting the creatures. They are highly territorial and will charge relentlessly at anything in their line of sight. They are like bulls. Portals, Animantoises, enormous creatures with nigh impenetrable and oddly fertile shells that play host to dry as a floor. Kind of like a Gubu. Okay, interesting. Painfully conspicuous with much needed camouflage in the bogs and fens they call their homes. They don't appear to be a threat, but, you know, they will retract their heads and limbs and whip themselves in frantic spins. Flatten your home. Dragonets are lesser dragons known for their nimbleness and flight. They're babies. The specimens of the Sandbrequois subspecies, more commonly known as the worm or worm, are somewhat easily tamed and as such widely employed in the Battle of Imperial Legions. Interesting. Avises are middling dragons. Membranous wings are attached to their forelegs rather than their torsos and end in hook-like talons used to rip apart flesh of their prey. They're abundant in Storm, resulted in mass domestication by the Imperial Legion. Alongside with spreading of blight, drove remaining populations south into the deserts of Dalmekia. Now they're struggling for survival. Fafnir of the North is an ancient dragon adapted exclusively for life on the ground and as such is encased in a thick bony armor. He looks like a Jaeger from Monster Hunter. Though its kin once claimed dominion over the northern territories, the spread of the blight inevitably forces once gentle giants south in search of prey. He hungry. Iron giants are oversized suits of armor animated by lost fallen magics. Deceptively so despite their size, they wield both sword and shield skillfully and effectively, while the otherworldly plate which surrounds their vulnerable cores provide them with a nigh impenetrable defense. Bombs are scary. They're floating masses of self-contained flame. Found everywhere. They lack the flesh. Typical fauna, leading scholars of the natural world. They think they're not descended from beasts, but ungodly creations by the fallen. Suppressing their internal furnaces, bombs can allow their bodies to cool and harden until they appear not more than simple stones unworthy of remark. In swarm, they hunt their prey, waiting until they come closer. Before they rise from the ground and spew forth fire. Although should the prey fight back, the bomb will not flee, but rather combust spontaneously, sacrificing its own life to save the flock. Ramu! Warden of Thunder, whose power most lately awakened within Sidolphus Telemon, the icon is known over the realm as a symbol of judgment, no doubt inspired by its sage men and the scepter which it summons in its which it summons its 11 bolts. Folklore has it that not only are dominants of Ramu blessed with a command of lightning, they are also granted a deeper understanding of the true nature of the world. Interesting. That explains why Sid's like, I have a theory.
You are always welcome, Clive.
Holy crap, that was a lot of reading. Oh my god, let's go play the video game now. Too much reading.
Clive, was it?
Huron, hello.
So what God's forsaken corner of the realm is Sid dragging you off to this
Gonna
time?
go invade the Empire.
The holy capital. And what business would you lot have in... On second thoughts, I don't want to know.
Matricide. Mom deserves it. Metian Bomb. Breath of Fire for Heat Wave! Residual fire ether that, having failed to dissipate on the battlefield, is said manifest in solid form, not unlike crystal, but with an elemental purity that renders its far more potent, not highly specialized in its application. Reduces heat wave cooldown time by 2.7 seconds. That's a lot of money. Oh, I have a lot of money though. Lionheart Tonic said that one's own limits are made to be broken, but doing so is easier said than done. Fortunately, there are ways of convincing the mind that such improbable feats are not only possible, but readily within reach. This tonic being one of them. Gradually fills the limit break gauge for 30 seconds. Cool. It wouldn't hurt to buy one. Let's just buy one.
You'll not find a better price than that.
And we're gonna buy this.
It'd better all be here.
Eat it, because I'm not using heat wave. But I want it.
Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual traffic. If you ask me, summat foul's brewing. And it ain't Tyre's bile tea.
Hey, what's wrong with Tyre's tea?
Just go and see Otto.
Dead bile, though.
All right.
Go talk to Otto, then. Hello, Otto.
Take a seat, Clive. So you're really going through with it?
Matricide, yes.
He's been talking about bringing down a mother crystal since I've known him.
That's a different kind of matricide, but still doing it.
Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment.
Chaos?
Since the hiding the royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again. This time, due south.
What the fuck's wrong with them?
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. That's God's for you, innit? Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines, and at home. With a fair wind
Love
behind,
chaos.
a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme.
That's me, I'm a ne'er-do-well.
Is making it to the capital that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way.
Ooh.
Yes.
Well, no, not that. That gets you an audience with the Dame.
Who's the Dame?
And it's the Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send a Stolas in the morning. Let her know you're coming.
Hold on. Or me. Otto's Chief Steward. Yeah. Who's the Dame?
We go way back. And she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
I don't think we know yet, so that's fine.
Good of you, but who is this dame, and
Yeah.
where will I find her?
What I want to
She's the
know.
proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute. The Vale.
I love me a
This is
house of
quite
ill
a woman,
repute.
if you know what I mean.
A woman. Right.
Don't go blinding her with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
Now. What friends are you? Who are you? What are you looking at me for? What's going on? What's your deal, man? Alliance reports unlocked. What is that? Then it tells you. Alliance reports are now available for viewing by speaking to Gout at the Alliance report counter in the Hideaway's mess. These reports, compiled by the Cursebreakers, contain information on quests currently available across Valisthea. I can do side shit.
I suppose that's everything. Now to find Gav.
Got me a fragrant satchel. Hello.
Oh, you're the new lad, aren't you?
Maybe.
Goat at your service.
Hello, Goat.
Well, at the Hideaway service, anyway. Otto's put me in charge of reading through the reports sent in by our allies and picking out any problems that might warrant the attention of the Cursebreakers. Or any other willing volunteers.
It's me, I'm a willing
There's no shortage of
volunteer.
problems, I can tell you. Or maybe I don't have to. I'll warrant a strapping lad like you who's got people begging him for help wherever you go.
You would think so, but not so
Anyway,
much.
If you're ever interested in taking a look over the list, just say the word. Reckon you could probably tick off the odd thing here and there. They say little acts of kindness are their own reward. But if that ain't enough, these have got proper bounties on them and all.
Love me a bounty. Let's talk about you, Goat.
Me?
See what Otto tells me. Suppose you could say I'm his right-hand man. He's a hard master, but not nearly as hard as my old one was. When that man beat me bloody, he threw me out onto the streets to die, and it was Otto who found me and took me
The
in.
way I see it.
I owe him. And so I help him look after the ledgers, as well as reading through all the reports coming in from our allies across the Twins. And if it sounds like someone out there needs our help, I make a note so I can point any willing volunteers in the right direction.
So, what'd you say?
Are you willing? There's no sure way of turning Otto's frown a little less frowny. Yep, I'm in. Sign me up.
Here you go.
Using guts-aligned reports is not the only way to find new quests around Valisthea, but also travel immediately to the obelisk waypoint nearest their location. It's a good way to travel. The Holy Empire of Sanbrak. Ooh, and in Rosario. Ooh, we got some shit going on. Alright, welcoming committee. Oh, these are near Lost Wing. Go.
Ah, you're Sid's man, if I'm not mistaken.
How did you?
Couldn't trouble you for some assistance, could I?
You could.
That depends. What do you need?
Some new bearers from Oriflamme just arrived, and it cost Master Quinton a pretty penny to convince their owner to part with them. Man must have been a bloody tyrant. Can't get a peep out of them, try as I might.
Logic.
They're probably terrified of you.
You're probably right. Dare say it'd take a bearer like yourself to open them up. So, will you have a word with them? Help them settle in?
Sure. I could try. Treat them like people.
That'll do me. Tell them they're safe, and that if they need anything, they just have to ask.
You're a human here.
I'll let them know.
Appreciate it. They're sitting over there, taking a long overdue
Oh,
breather,
they've been
looks
through
like.
some shit. Oh my god, just looking at him? Holy shit. Oh, poor lads. You alright? Exhausted bearer.
So you're the new arrivals. Is there anything I can get you? You're safe here. They don't punish people like us for speaking our minds.
Truly?
Yeah, you're good. You're a person here.
I'm hungry. My sister too, we're starving.
Wait here. I'll fetch you something from the tavern.
Thank you.
I won't be long. You stay here and rest.
Aww. Hold up. Gotta go get this other quest here.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing?
Be that far away. Stairs. Kidding me? Hello?
Master Quinton will never forgive me if I don't save that crop.
What crop?
I want no trouble.
Ain't trouble? I guess I look like trouble.
Wait, that's... Oh, glory to Griga. You were the hanged man. I took you for a rogue. If you're a friend of Master Quinton's, then perhaps you'll help me. His vineyard, Lostwing's pride and joy, has been beset by a plague of giant wasps.
Can't have that. The wine's
You need someone
valuable.
to solve your pest problem.
I do indeed. I've never seen them so far from the forest, nor so mean, for that matter.
They're hungry.
I suppose the smell's got them worked up. And little wonder. This'll be the finest crop we've ever known if the fiends don't eat it first. I tried chasing them off myself, but they won't flee from the likes of me. And if I don't bring those grapes in for pressing soon, Master Quinton will have my guts for garters. You look like you can handle that blade of yours. Will you put it to use for a comrade in need?
Yeah, sure.
Please. Rid us of these wasps so I can be about my business.
No problemo. I got you, my dude.
All right. I'll see to it.
Oh, thank you. You'll find them over at Gotan's Bales on the edge of town. And hurry, Lostwing needs those grapes.
Hey, I'm an avid supporter of wine. I am here for you, bro. I got this. Hey, is this a ladder? Where does this ladder go? Hold up. Oh, this just goes right up here. That's fun. Alright, anyway, tavern, food for the friends.
They'll all be back from the vineyard soon.
Hush, hush, hush.
Can I have another cup, Daddy?
Sober-sided shopkeeper. Hello. I need some food for some new arrivals.
2 plates of whatever you're serving.
Sorry. We've enough mouths of our own to feed without tending to the wants of outsiders.
It's not for me. It's for some new arrivals.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't see the mark. So you're a comrade?
Yes.
Well, in that case, you may have whatever you require. Take all the bread and wine you want.
That's really all it takes. One look at the innkeeper's mark.
Of course it is. I do as Master Quinton commands, as do we all. And Master Quinton commands that none of his favoured guests be left wanting. Well, don't keep our new comrades waiting. Take what you need and see that they eat their fill.
Thank you.
Bread and wine. Hopefully this will be enough.
Just shoved it in your pocket. Okay.
Did you not say we had new comrades in need of feeding?
I'm going! Apparently with bread and wine in my pocket instead of, you know, on a tray like a normal person, but beggars can't be choosers.
Don't tell me. Turnips for supper.
Brother, did you see? That bearer spoke to a master.
Yes.
What manner of place is this?
It's called freedom. Hello, welcome to humanity, being a person.
Here. Bread and wine from the tavern.
While the loaf is slightly stale and the wine somewhat watered down, it will serve to fill an empty belly. Here you are.
May we? Truly?
Yeah, eat up. Go get more if you want.
Such plenty. Never in all my days.
Brother, this place is like a dream. We sat and no one shouted. We ate and more was offered.
I know. I can't believe it.
You're free now. And the next time you're hungry, you need only ask to be fed.
Thank you for everything. Thank you.
It's so sad that they've lived their whole life like this. Been through some shit. Hey, Gilbug.
What happens to us?
Hold up.
Nothing bad, I promise. Not ever again.
Aww. There? Don't trip. Don't trip, chocolate chip. Where am I going? Gotta go save the grapes.
That must be the vineyard. A few wasps shouldn't give me too much trouble.
Yeah, we'll be fine. I'm gonna go pick up that item though, because I like items. It's shiny, I have to touch it. Just a Gilbug, but you know, that's pretty decent.
Let's make this quick.
Alright, hold up. Lazy. Might as well do the other one too. Whoops. Alright, what's still alive? Oi, get back here.
You know what to do.
There we go. Easy win. Got money.
Looks like that was the last of them. I'd better let Quentin's man know.
People trying to live their lives, and then there's giant wasps, and I wouldn't want to be working with giant wasps. That sounds awful.
It's looking to be a fine harvest.
Please sprint. 5. 5.
Don't tell me. Turnips for supper.
Look. Turnip's alright.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing?
Sell them on the stock market. Oh.
Those wasps won't be interfering with your harvest anymore.
Oh, thank you. Master Quintin would have had my head if I'd lost the crop. I'd say you've earned a reward. Our Gotan Rouge fetches a handsome price among the rich and powerful of the realm. We use that money to keep our comrades fed and imperial wolves from our door.
Be fair, nobody messes with the winemaker.
Quintin's idea. He wanted to give bearers a place to work, a place where they'd be safe.
Well, he certainly seems to have done that here. I'm glad I could help.
I'll see that he hears of your kindness. And once this vintage is ripe for drinking, there'll be a glass or two raised in your honor.
Can I just have a glass, though? Would that be alright instead? Like, don't just raise it. Can I just have a little sip? Not even like a full glass, just like a tasting. Alright, well, that was that. Rest. I go where the side quests are. Well,
It's done for.
is it? What's going on?
I've seen your face before. You're a friend of Martha's. Help us, I beg you.
Why? What's going on?
With what?
Bandits in the Golden Stables. They're waving their swords around. I think they're gonna kill someone.
Oh, we can't have
When I
that.
saw what was happening, I slipped out the back. I should have stayed, but oh, please help them.
Alright. Let's go.
All right. I'll see to your problem.
Thank you.
How many were there?
I was out of the door too fast to count. They looked a nasty bunch, though. Be careful in there, all right?
Will do. Well, the cat's away, the mice will play. Then Draco comes back and goes, what the fuck, I'm gonna... Good boy.
Ha! Golden Stables my ass. All Martha's hiding back here is coppers.
Wanna say that again, friend?
Oh, that's a fine sword, friend. Heavy, though, I expect. What say we relieve you of it?
Would you like to be on fire? Oh, except that was not fire. It's fine. Don't mind the windstorm in the middle of the tavern. Everything's fine. All fine. It's all good. Hey, nothing flew around.
There he is, the hero of the Golden Stables.
People will think twice about pushing us around again, thanks to you.
We're lucky you were nearby.
I heard you needed help.
No good cowards wouldn't have dared set foot in the place if I'd been here, of course.
But you weren't. I thought you told me you had someone watching the place.
The Blood Axes keep an eye on the tavern, yeah. When they're not busy keeping the peace, that is. I've spread them as thin as they'll go. The Empire might be in charge, but that don't mean they care to keep us safe. If it weren't for the Blood Axes and me, merchants won't come near these lands for fear of what might happen to them.
I see. Then you do Rosaria a great service.
Just as you did today. You're a useful man to have around. Here.
Oh, thank you.
And there'll be a mug of something tasty waiting for you whenever you next stop by.
Right, we've got work to do to make this place presentable. You best be going before I arm you with a mop.
Oh, yeah, no thank you. We'll go now. Guess the cat in this metaphor was Martha. Steel silk.
There he is, the man of the hour.
Okay. Can I help you?
You're the one who saw off the bandits, aren't you? Martha was singing your praises.
Yes.
Takes a brave man to march into danger out of the goodness of his heart. You have my respect.
Oh, we learned a new salute.
A Rosarian salute.
Oh, what is it they say? Old habits die hard. I trust you won't be reporting me to the Viceroy.
Oh, she's a bee.
If we'd had a few more like you about, perhaps the Rosfields might still... Listen to me rambling on. Thank you again, and, take care of yourself.
He knows. I don't know if he knows.
It's just a shame I didn't get here sooner. It would have been an honor to
I
see
think he
you
knows. They're just like, oh, hold on. I see, I see. It is you in the flesh, but I cannot give that away. Anyway, back to the hideaway. Oh, Gov, I do see you, but I'm gonna go over here first. What else? What happens when I do all the quests?
Oh, good to see you. Anything catch your eye?
Nothing, just nothing. I did them all.
You can help.
You can also just pull up the world map, so I don't actually fully understand the point of that. You can just look at the map. Gov.
Well, 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 someone's in a hurry.
Just following orders.
Funny, I never took you for the type.
Can't all be as obedient as you, Gav.
Eh?
Hmm?
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Love mischief.
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
Oh.
Just the three of us, then.
Drake said it's the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed.
Someone's got to watch the house.
Plan fail? Well, we have our icons to fall back on.
Sid, I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda.
Yeah, that's true.
And did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably close a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
Yeah, let's not.
We're less likely to be spotted if we travel separately.
Who's this?
I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days.
Who's that? Who?
You two behave now.
Guess we going. Alright. Oh, we're going starting from Lost Wing. Right? Make our way up.
So, we're meeting in Northreach. And will I find Sid and Jill before this dame finds me?
Oh, we're all splitting up. Just me and my dog.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing?
Why didn't I just go over here? Hold on, this doesn't seem right. I'm lost. Tend to do that and get lost. That way. I know where I'm going. No, not that way. No, I was wrong again. Upstairs. Gotta be upstairs. We might as well walk there. I gotta let the ad play anyway. Alright. Chill stroll through the woods. And then his dog. Nice. Lovely. Good boy. Oh, we got some Avis.
Get him, boy. Sick him, Toggle. You know what to do, boy.
Ow.
Get him, boy. Sick him, Toggle. You know what to do, boy. Get him, boy. Sick him, Toggle. You know what to do, boy. There, boy. Over here. Sick him, Toggle. Get him, boy.
There's a lot of little wikes. Quite a bit of damage, that.
Let's make this
Crabs.
Sick him, Toggle. Get him. Over here. Get him, boy.
Okay.
You know what to do, boy. Get him. Finished.
Ads are still going, but that's okay because we're still running. I was on the wrong thing. There we go. That's what I wanted. Oopsies. Hold on. I want to look at my abilities. I keep using my other options here. Wheel or book scan. Already using heat wave. Why am I using that when I don't even have heat wave equipped? Now let's change this. Damage, yeah. Or what else we have? Flame, Scarlet Sun. I could go down to get that. Kind of annoying. Get back up. Was over. Alright, so what happens if we try to go in here? There was an obelisk.
I hear the royalists made a right old mess of the care.
Not before our men bloodied their noses.
Don't mind me, just a dude petting his dog outside your gate. Can I go in? No? Alright. I guess we're teleporting. High potion. Dude walking his bird. Ooh, Imperials. Burn them. Entirely unnecessary, but very fun. I somehow pissed off the spiders. Okay then. Entirely pointless, but fun.
Didn't that tower used to be taller?
Yeah, don't worry about it, dude. It's fine. Ooh, gate's open. Ooh, the gate's open. What's over here? Been here before. Ooh. Whole new map to explore.
him! Get him, boy! There, boy! Lose.
Did lose. Oh, I've got quite a bit of ability points I haven't been paying attention to. Whoopsies. What more? Master it. 1,000, I could master it. Oh, what's over here? Get him. Pull him down. Ow. Rude. There. Look at that, a box. Goblin coins. So there's more over that way, but we want to go over there. So, you know, we're gonna go to the left. That was fun. Probably should have waited, because look at that, there's some raptors. It's fine. Lovely. No more raptors. What raptors? I saw nothing. You saw nothing. I saw nothing. Nobody saw anything. This lovely gate over here. Interested in. Hello, raptor.
Let's make this quick.
Good boy. All right, what are we looking at over here? It doesn't it? Oh, that was the thing. Over here. Anything? What am I looking at? Ring. You know, an item. Fine. Just a valley matter. Nothing's... Okay, but there's a path here, too. To the left is a little... Chocobos? Wild birds. Easy. Tiny path. Where are you? Now there was an item behind me, but we'll get it later. But dragon it. What's down here? Down this way. Oh, a connecting path that I didn't know about. I'm filling out the map. Gotta fill it out fully now. Gross.
Sick of Toggle. You know what to do.
Ow.
Sick of Toggle. There, boy. You know what to do, boy.
Fuller. These dragons are feisty. By dragons, I mean Avises. Feisty little dudes. This clearing. Oh, there we go. Box, that's what I was looking for. Griffin's head braid. What on earth is that? Very good spatula. Small sack stuffed full of bursting with an aromatic potpourri of citrus peel, flower petals, and sweet-smelling bark. A blend certain to secure an audience with Dame, if Otto's believed. Is this thing that I picked up? The Griffin whatever. An accessory. Yep, Griffin's braid. Increases burning blade. Ooh. Alright, alright, okay. Gotta fill out the map.
Stay down. There, boy.
You gotta set the bugs on fire. They're gross. By the way, when do I level up next? 189. Okay. Like, what level are we even? No idea. That's not the map. A little farther. A little farther, and then we can turn around. Hey, and there we are. All nice and filled out. So it was a little bit of a branching path there. I mean, all roads lead the same distance. A little bit branched. Ooh, I missed an item. That was a potion.
There. North Reach.
Get him, boy. Get him. There, boy. You know what to do, boy.
Look, I like murdering antelope. Don't worry about it. I have nothing against them. They're just tasty. What is... Avis. Okay. Alright, let's go.
Sick of Toggle. Get him. You know what to do, boy. Sick of Toggle. Get him. There, boy.
I might as well, right?
You know what to do, boy. Get him, boy. You know what to do, boy. There, boy. Get him, boy. There, boy. Over here. Sick him, Torgal. Over here.
Those dudes are so sturdy. Not that hard anymore, but boy, are they sturdy. Doggos!
Get him. You know what to do, boy. It's over. There, boy. Get him. Sick him, Torgal. Stay down.
One more.
You know what to do. That's enough.
Right. Any shiny objects I should be... Oh, there's one. Chocobos, we got some birdos. We're almost leveled enough. Sorry, not birdos, antelopes, deer.
There, boy. You know what to do, boy. It's over.
Oh, wild chocobos.
Get him. Sick him, Torgal.
Doop doop doop. Ooh, an item over there. We're exploring. Raptor, what are you doing here?
Get him, boy. You know what to do, boy. Get him, boy. You know what to do, boy.
But wait, there's more. Get over here.
Sick him, Torgal. Get him, boy. Get him.
Oh, it leveled up. There we go. Nice.
Finished.
That's just raptors running around. Look, if you don't aggro me, I'm not gonna bother you at this point. Care. I just want to look around the map. So. What? What do you want? Chittering at me, jerk? Here. gate we could have come from. Have come through here. Holy hand. Alright, I think it's time we arrive proper.
Speak of a brothel, but that was north of the checkpoint. I hope the dame has friends in the south.
Good hope. Oh. People. Activated an obelisk. Oh, it's a nobleman.
Have you no other bearers? Those two look rather used.
Used?
You're
Yes,
used.
But spent? Hardly. They've both at least a good year left in them.
I hate this conversation. It makes me angry. What?
I saw it last time I was through the wall. Jutting up from the waves like the mane of some giant beast. I heard tell. It's the work of an icon.
Might be Shiva. I heard the Ironblood lost her on their campaign in the Republic.
Oops, sorry. I didn't realize it would do that. Hold on, it'll come back. There it goes. I think it used to do that.
The fruit's not getting any fresher.
Do you see anything you like?
Got an orchestral. Expensive.
Come back again.
So much money. Hello.
You want something, you come back with your master.
Rude.
I won't sell to some stray branded.
Oh my god, you're fucking rude. I'm gonna cut you.
Welcome, good.
Delightful.
Bugger off, Branded. Can't you see I'm with a customer?
Would you like a sword down your throat?
And a chine of roast plum for the apple of your eye.
Keep your hands to yourself. No one will buy anything that's been soured by a Branded's touch.
The racism.
Fancy a drop of the Empire's finest?
Ew.
The right to confiscate any objects forbidden by the throne.
Not another step, Branded, or you'll be spending the night in a cell.
Quite rude.
Each one is handcrafted from the finest desert wool.
Desert wool, eh? Hello, who are you?
A moment, my lady.
A moment? I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you.
Oh, did you notice the potpourri?
The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
Who are you? Why you know me?
You're the dame.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele.
Clientele? What an interesting way to pronounce
Can
that.
call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
Sure. Why not?
You can trust me, yes, but why would you?
Help you? Because that's what we do.
Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible.
See.
Which brings us here.
Okay.
To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital.
Matricide. Of two kinds.
I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested. Unless...
No longer a bearer? You wanna get rid of my mark for me? Makeup? Makeup works wonders.
Of course. His master deigned to appear.
Are you gonna be my master?
Yes. That will do nicely. But... I shall expect a favor in return.
What do you want?
Wait, what?
Oh, Clive, get with the program. He's your new master, but she wants help in return. Go do something for her. And a master you shall have. I should look at the journal. Nope, that's nothing new. Okay, we're still going on. Alright, what do you want?
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are.
It's temper- Oh my god, get a clue. She's trying to help you get in the gate.
It's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Boy, hold up. Another fucking branded. Well, you're lucky you're with the dame. Now get out of my sight, filth.
Alright, that's how we got through. Okay.
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
They wouldn't.
They didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement.
Oh.
As do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
You don't. Oh. Alright.
That's the day done then. Drinks and the Vale.
How about the Vale, then drinks?
Ow. We're having a time. Oh gosh, there is so much to look around here. I think perhaps we will leave that for next time, though. First, let's look at here. I'm like one away from updating that. Oh, that's the charge. That's our limit break. Upgrading limit break, though, seems like the smart thing to do. Anyway. Alright, anyway, I think that's where we'll call it for the evenings. I can pack and then delve to... Oh. go to the screen. Hey. Thank y'all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. It was pretty chill. A pretty chill day in... Well, nonetheless, we did a lot of lore reading. We did some side quests. We were progressing a little bit in the MSQ. We found out we're going to do double matricide. I hope. One can hope. One can dream. But yeah. We'll have to pick this up next. Go take a look at good old Twitch.tv. Yeah. Oh, I see that Black Bear is still on and playing DFL. Let's go bother him. Go bother our friend. Alrighty. Hey, thanks all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks all the lurkers, chatters, VoD watchers, everyone who stopped by and said hello, Neoneko and Dodgelinkling. Go spread love and spread joy to .BlackBear86 who's playing DFO. I've only watched a little bit of that game. I don't really know what goes on in it, but you know, say hello. Be polite, be nice, be kind. I hope to see you guys at FanFest, but if not, I will see you guys maybe on Monday. We might stream on Monday. It may or may not be Ironmon. We'll have to see. I might end up wanting to do this. I don't know. We'll see how tired we are after we come back from FanFest. But anyway, have a good night. Have a great rest of your week. Have a good weekend, everybody. I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.